Russell's Reserve 13 year, batch 4. How will it compare to the others?
We've never had the others.
So we've actually never had any of the Russell's Reserve 13 year before. This was the first year we were able to track it down, so...
Yeah, pretty exciting. We've had most of the rest of the Russell's collection.
Yeah.
You know, the 10-year, the single barrel, store picks. So, I'm really into Wild Turkey. A lot more than him. I mean, he's fine with Wild Turkey.
I like Wild Turkey.
Like, they're one of my favorites. Russell's is back and forth for me. I think the single barrel was good, but the 10-year just not really my style. Not as much flavor as I would expect from a 10-year.
Which is weird, right? Because I feel like a lot of people love the 10-year, right? That's all they talk about is how this is, like, better than Eagle Rare, you know? But to me, they're not comparable.
No.
So, will 3 years make a difference? Will making it barrel-proof make a difference? I guess we're about to find out on this fresh pop of Russell's Reserve 13-year. I like the blue label. The blue label really makes it pop.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm excited for the higher proof.
Yeah. Non-chill filtered, yada, yada, yada. Here we go. You want to see Luke mess up a thing? That's actually not going as bad as I thought it would. Looking at worth nothing now online. We drink the whiskey. We don't sell the whiskey.
Despite what some people online seem to
Wow,
think.
look at that.
And he's smoking.
That's cool. I don't know if you'll be able to slow motion that. You probably won't be able to even see it on camera because it's with the white of my shirt. But,
you could almost pour that into your glass. That haze is still sitting there.
right? Let's see here. Right? Got a close-up action shot. It's gonna work. Nope. I'm spilling it everywhere. Technical difficulties. How dare I abuse alcohol like that? But, you know, I'm not used to these big hold bottles.
We were trying to get you a nice aesthetically pleasing shot. But we don't have a cameraman yet.
No. So if you want to donate one.
Yeah, donate a cameraman.
Donate a cameraman. We're big on donations here at Whiskey Bottle. I'm getting a very fruity butterscotch, quintessential Wild Turkey notes. At least that's pretty normal notes for me on the nose, but it's really rich.
Yeah.
Some chocolates.
Bit of limestone.
Limestone. You're getting like molasses in there. I wouldn't say maple syrup. I'd say more like a molasses.
Sure, yeah.
It smells very sweet. Very good. Coats the glass very nice too. MSRP on this bottle is $150. I paid $190. $203 after tax. I got it in New Jersey, so I feel like that's, you know, fair pricing.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty fair.
Secondary,
it's not terrible.
Secondary, I see this bottle go for $500 in some places, which those people are nuts. But supposedly they allocated 20,000 bottles of this year.
Wow.
So there's actually a big release of this year. So stay tuned. I think Pennsylvania's getting maybe a little over 800 bottles. I don't know that. You didn't hear that from me. But it's nice having a whiskey YouTube channel. You can find out things from a lot of friends.
Yeah.
It smells really good.
Yeah, fruity, vanilla, pine, a little bit.
Very creamy nose.
Yes.
Like, I get that a lot from a wheated bourbon, but this isn't wheated as far as I know. I don't think Wild Turkey has a wheated mash bill. Well,
Yeah,
cheers.
give it a try.
Well, I can tell you right now, he's probably going to like it, because in my opinion, that was a vanilla bomb.
Yeah, there was definitely a
Ooh.
lot of flavor there. For me, first sip of the night, that's like my palate cleanser.
I took a big sip.
Yeah, I really need the second sip to dive deep on that. That was really nice.
That was really good. Really good first sip of the night for me. I got so much vanilla, so much, I would say creme brulee. Like a caramel creme brulee, vanilla, frosted fig, if you will. I can't think of really any other fruits. I'm not a big fruit guy. Yeah, I get the Kentucky Hug very good, but it is very complex because it's still, after that sip, I can still taste it in my mouth.
Yeah.
Really nice mouthfeel. But yeah, the Kentucky Hug on this is really strong.
Yeah, I mean, I just got like a really smooth mouthfeel, really sweet, nice vanilla and caramel, like a cherry kind of candy sweetness in there. And I think there's definitely more for me to get, but I just that first sip is always, I have the hardest time on the first sip getting the flavor. I need to kind of get used to it, get used to the broad strokes, and then look at the finer details.
It is difficult. The first sip, and I'm sure you guys know, the first sip, let alone the first sip of the night being a neck pour of a bottle, that's pretty hard to pick up notes on. The question that's in my mind right now is, it's good off the first sip.
Is it great?
Is it great? And is it worth the MSRP price tag of $150? Because I think price went up significantly this year. I think price went up $60. I think
Yeah.
MSRP last year was $90.
$200 from Wild Turkey it's up there.
To go from, I think, the regular 10-year, and I want to say it's around $50 for the regular 10-year. Around 50,
Something
give or
like
take.
that.
To go from 10 years to add 3 more years and add $100 to it,
Yeah.
let's not be too quick to judge. After all, this is one of the most sought-after drops of the year. So let's not shit on it too quickly here. It's still very good. Second sip entirely different from the first. Well, by entirely I say I mean I get a lot more notes that I like. I got a lot of oak on that taste, like a drier oak, not so much a sweeter oak, but the sweet notes still come through with the vanillas and.
I got a little citrus on that one.
Almost like a, yeah. What kind of citrus? Like an orange or
Like
a grapefruit? Orangey. Yep. A little bit of a leather note, maybe.
Yeah.
Slight. It is good. I like it better than the Russell's 10-year, that's for sure.
You know, it's interesting. The finish, I didn't feel was very long. But the flavor very much is staying in my mouth. And even more so, not just like coating the mouth, but I can still taste it a little on my tongue. Which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a really nice flavor. Like, this is a great flavor, and it's unique. There's not really, if I think about it, there's not really any bourbons that taste like this right here. This is a very unique, in a good way, not like a Rowan's Creek way, good.
Yeah.
You know, it's the question that is holding me back, though, is it worth $150?
Tasting it, it's very nice. It's very smooth. I really enjoy it, but yeah, 150 does seem a bit much. But I guess that's kind of where a lot of these older age-stated products are heading.
The whiskey market is inflating so much. I mean, just look at Blanton's MSRP went up $7 in 3 months, 2 months into the new year, if that. And the problem is me. I'm the problem. Why am I the problem? Because I'm still going out and buying it at that price. You know, if they released a Russell's Reserve 13-year and MSRP was $200 and nobody bought it, I bet you it would be cheaper. Well,
I think I'm ready to rate.
I think I'm ready to rate too. Okay. So, let me show you guys what we got going on here. We got what I paid, $200. We're going to rate it at $200. We're going to rate it at MSRP. And then, what would give it the perfect 10? How much would it have to cost to give it the perfect 10? That's how we're rating this board. At $200, to pay $200 for this bottle, what would you rate it?
Well, you can tell that I like it a lot more than you, because I would still give it an 8.
Ooh,
he
likes it a lot more than me.
I really like it. I really think it's, continuing all the things that I love about Wild Turkey, and it's really a very complex palate and a nice finish and a great nose. And so, yeah, I mean, I think, and that's for, I'm not buying one of these a week or anything, right? A $200 bottle, I'm buying one and it's sticking around for a while. Um, and then basically, as the price goes down, my rating gets higher. Basically, at 150, I feel like it would be a 9, and at 100, I think it would be a 10. I'd love to get it for cheaper than that, but I do feel that this is a $100 bottle, and I didn't want to say like, okay, if you double the price, I half my rating. I don't think that that's quite fair. But that's from everything from Wild Turkey I love. I don't know if I'd say they're my favorite distillery necessarily, but they're definitely top 3. And so from somebody, Luke, I kind of get where he's coming from, but maybe you want to talk about it.
Yeah, so, I mean, at $200, am I upset I bought the bottle? No. I am very happy I own one, and I'm very happy that I got the chance to buy one. It's another bottle that I can add to the collection and, sip it when I want a rare Wild Turkey product, because I don't have a rare Wild Turkey product. However, I give it a 6.5 at $200. I feel like $200 is way too much to pay for this bottle. Although it is complex and it is delicious, there is plenty of other bottles that I would feel are cheaper and just as delicious. At MSRP of $150, I would give it a 7.5. You'd gain a point on me. That's more of a fairer price for it. I would pay that. If I walked in a store and I saw it there for $150, I would pay that. What would make me walk in the store and buy it right away is $80. I feel $80 is a great price for this. I wish it was there. If it was $80, I'd buy it all day long. $150 to $200, it's just a lot.
Yeah, I guess in my head, I kind of think of Kentucky Spirit as being in that $70 to $80 range around here. And I think this is, for me, it's a lot better than Kentucky Spirit. Really just because it has that, it's much sweeter, it has more vanilla. Kentucky Spirit is a little more mellow. It doesn't punch you in the face as hard. And so for me, this is just doing it for me. This is my kind of bourbon. And so $100, then I could see myself buying it a little more often.
Well, with that being said, I'm Luke.
I'm Frank.
And be sure to
stay in school.
Stay in school.